Hi, welcome to my channel. My reflection for this video is that it's okay for you not to be willing to give people second chances. It's okay for you to react however you feel is right when someone has done you wrong. Of course, for as long as you're not harming anybody. I say this to say I watched some videos recently where I've seen people who have cheated on their partners trying to control how the partners react. For the first one, it wasn't even a confession. It was that the partner found out that this person that she's been with for 10 years has been cheating on her. So he tries to manipulate her by talking about how long they've been together, the fact, using his closeness to her family. Her father is very much not supportive of letting go of this relationship. He's like, he could care less how his daughter feels. This relationship has to be because he wants it. He really wants for his selfish reasons, but I'm not going to go into that. So the guy tries everything to try to emotionally manipulate her and guilt trip her into accepting him back. Saying things like, minimizing the damage, like, oh, this is something that we can get through. We're stronger than this. We've been together for so long. Look at all of these things we built. Look at all of these things that I've done because of you. Even went to a point that I think he bought her a car. It's just like, oh, look at this apartment. Everything here is about you. Everything I do is you. Everything I think about is you. Look at all these things that I have done for you. And he's just trying to use all these tactics and stuff. She's a very smart lady, very hardworking lady. And at work, she's boss lady. She's like a very intelligent woman, the kind of woman that you would not think would fall under these kind of circumstances, dealing with such kind of men. And to be in this situation where she's cheated on, she's clearly smarter than that. But she was still the person who accepted this cheater back. And she regretted it eventually, of course. And finally broke up with him. And this other video that I saw is this guy, he actually wanted to confess, and he did confess to the girl. But he did that thinking that with the idea that also he didn't want them to break up. So he was going to do whatever he could to try to make sure that didn't happen. So when he told her he wasn't letting her speak, he wasn't allowing her to express herself. It was like, I told you, I don't want you to feel anyhow. You just have to accept this. I don't want to hear we're gonna break up or anything like that. I don't want it. He was trying to not hear anything that went against what he wanted the narrative to be. That's why I thought of making this video as because I feel like a lot of us have had people who have wronged us, and we know clearly we've been wronged and we have our own feelings, but because of the manipulative tactics of these other individuals that have wronged us, maybe some people watching this, you have taken someone back that really in your heart you know that you didn't want to. You're still hurting from whatever mistake that they have made, but you're trying to hold on to potential. It's like you are battling in your mind to try to find reasons to justify making this decision that goes against what your heart is telling you. You haven't forgiven them in your heart from what they did, and they're trying every way to try to love bomb you, give you gifts, do all sort of things now to make it seem like you are their world. This can be about any kind of relationship, to be honest, romantic, friendships. It can even be family, just someone who did you wrong. And when you started to show how you feel or want to express how you feel, or you even want to leave that relationship, that situation, now they're trying to do everything to keep you. They're doing everything, even including doing the things that they knew you have always wanted, always liked, wanted them to do all along, that they didn't want to do. Now all of a sudden they are that person that you have always wanted them to be, that they refused to act like all this while. Don't let these actions now fool you, because if they did it once, they can do it again. And if your heart is not at peace anymore with this relationship, you have the right to feel negatively, to feel hurt, to need time, to need a break, or to not want to give someone a second chance. That is your right to do that. And don't let no one guilt trip you into thinking that that's not your right. It doesn't matter how long it's been. It doesn't matter what has happened. You guys could have been through so many hurdles and challenges in life that could have been like really drastic things that have happened as you've known this person. It doesn't matter what has happened before. The fact still remains that they have done something that deeply hurt you. Or maybe it's a pattern of things where you now finally get into that point where you want better for yourself. Don't allow anyone to stop you from your own progress. Look at the situation, especially if they're now being everything that they should have been before. Look at the situation as if they wanted to, they would. Like, you can clearly see this is evidence that they knew all along. They heard you all along and ignored everything. Now it's not about them caring about you anymore. It's about probably about their ego, their pride. They don't want to lose something. Like that guy that I talked about earlier, the cheating guy. He said something in the video. He was like, he never lost anything in his life. Anything he gets, anything he wants, basically he gets. So that situation of her pulling back and wanting to protect herself and respect herself, he took that as a challenge. It was something about his pride, his ego. Like, that relationship can only end when he says so. He wanted to be able to do whatever he wants while she's still there. He had to have her, not because he wanted her, but because he is the type of person that has to get everything he wants. That's not a way to treat anybody. You don't deserve to be treated that way. And don't allow yourself to be treated that way. You don't have to give nobody a second chance if you don't want to. Make your boundaries known, clear, take your breaks, go where you need to go, do what you need to do to protect yourself. Don't let their actions now, because after everything that happened, fool you into thinking that things would change for better and that you need to give this another chance. You might just find that you have wasted more time than you should have. And it might just signal to the person that it's okay to keep doing what they did. Some of them might just get smarter about how they do the same things. Maybe however way you found out, now they're going to find other ways so that it doesn't make it so easy for you to find. Whatever you have found out, it might be, you might not even have the full story of what really happened because they're not willing to tell you the whole truth. Only time will reveal certain things for you. Take it as a blessing that now you know this thing about this person, and draw your lines. Protect yourself and understand that you have the right to feel however you want to feel. And nobody can tell you how to feel when they were the one who messed up. They're the one who betrayed you. They're the one who made you feel bad. They're the one who hurt you. That's the last person to try to tell you what to do. And you might have people like that girl's father who's going to try to defend this person, who's going to try to come and speak to you on the behalf of this person. Look out for those people as well. Do not let anyone that's trying to tell you to stay in a toxic person in a toxic situation. Don't listen to anyone that you know is trying to tell you to do something that you know is not good for you. Because at the end of the day, it's not them who's going to be in that situation. They're not the one in that relationship, and they're not the one who's going to have to deal with that person. They're not the one who has to see that person all the time. They're not the one with the hurt in their heart. Some people might advise you the wrong thing with good intentions. Or some people just advising you wrong because they're advising you wrong. Whatever connection they might have with that person, whether you know this or not. Sometimes the person that's advising you is the person that's doing the things behind the scenes against you the most. We have too many stories where it was that close friend of somebody who was actually messing up their relationship behind the scenes. You probably can think of stories. Pause if you're not ready to do anything, but don't feel obligated that you owe the person who have wronged you anything. Take your time if you need to, because I don't want you to act harshly and then you end up doing something that affects you negatively. You're not gonna hurt yourself further. Take care of you and take care of yours. In this situation, pray, ask for divine intervention and guidance on what you should do. Take action that's gonna help you and not harm you. Don't let however you feel about the situation cause you to act in a way that you might regret. That's why if you need to just take a break and be quiet about it and go in seclusion in your prayer closet for a bit, then do that. Whatever you're not ready to do, don't do it. But remember that you are not to be blamed for what somebody else chooses to do. And once they've done that something that they were not supposed to, they already made a choice. Because it is a choice. When you are disloyal to someone you're supposed to be loyal to, when you betray someone in a relationship or in any kind of context, that person who's been disloyal, who's been wrong, they have made the choice at that moment to ruin what they have. If anything happens and things fall apart, it wasn't you, it was the person who did what they're not supposed to do. And don't let anybody tell you otherwise. It's not your fault when you have done your part. But you're going to be okay. And time will show you that. You're going to see that it's better to know now what you needed to know about this person, about these relationships, so that you can move on and better things can happen for you in the future than for you to continue in this situation while all these things might have been happening behind the scenes. They might be happening behind the scenes against you while people smile in your face. It's better that it's not hidden anymore. It's hurtful. It's not fun. But at least now you know. And with time, what's better for you will be. The people who are better for you will come. The better partner, the better friends, the better whatever you need will come. Trust that, and I wish you all the best.